Hello all, welcome to Memoirs of an Ugly Man. In this video, I'd like to talk to you all about when you're a sub 5 man, which is something that I've come across recently, and it describes a man with extremely low value when it comes to being attractive to women. When you're an unattractive dude and you're trying to meet women on using dating apps or social media, dating websites, whatever it may be, how it can destroy your soul after a while, after a couple of years of almost total rejection. It can destroy your soul. And you kind of you get to a stage where you're so demoralized that you don't have the same level of energy as you might have done a few years ago. So I'll give you a quick example, very quick rundown of my experiences with dating apps or social media, dating websites. So let's say I start out. I go on things like Tinder. Tinder's pointless. When you're ugly, Tinder is fucking pointless. There's no point to that. But you might have you might like as many people a day as you can see, right? So you're talking about liking, I don't know how many you can like, but let's say you like 100 women a day, and you do that every single day, without fail, for the most part, for months. And it results in, well, I used Tinder. I've not used it much because I realised early on it was pathetic for ugly guys. But you'd like multiple women every day, just like. You might get a match. Half the time, it's catfish. It's like, or it's scammers, or it's people that want to take advantage of you somehow. So you have to disregard those people because their intentions are sinister. Then those that are left over, there's not going to be many, and some of them, they might have mental health issues, or they might be just the most unattractive people in the world. And I know that's kind of contradictory because you're ugly yourself. You may be ugly. But I mean, we're talking like people who have not taken care of themselves at all, let themselves completely go. And they're not desired by anybody, frankly. And they're the ones that might be matching with you. But yeah, so you go through all that time, you don't get anywhere. You might get a couple of numbers if you're lucky. And when I say a couple, I mean 3 or 4, maybe every couple of months, right? And that's on Tinder. They'll go nowhere. They'll fizzle out. You'll never get a date from it. The person might interact with you a couple of times, and there's better guys out there from their perspective, so they'll bounce. They're gone. Websites as well. If you do manage to miraculously somehow get a woman's attention, it won't be for long. They'll stay a couple of sentences, a couple of exchanges. By the way, their reply rate is disgusting. If you were messaging your friend or something like this, and they were replying every hour, if you're lucky, every half hour, every hour, maybe every couple of hours, you'd think, what the hell, especially if you're trying to get a conversation going. You can't even stick around for 3 or 4 sentences, and they might do that a couple of days and then they'll vanish. Now, along the way, you might get successful, right? You might, along the way, out of, let's say, every 1,000 women, there might be one that sticks around long enough for you to start building a friendship, right? So then you think, okay, great, finally someone's talking to me. And so you go through it with you do everything you can. You message her, you call her, you try and interact with her the best you can, but not be too much as well, because you don't want to come across as like being too overbearing. You send her maybe gifts if it's her birthday or something, whatever. You send her flowers if it's her birthday, whatever. you do things like that, and the months roll by, and then when it comes time for something serious to happen, bam, you're friend zoned. Nothing happens. Doesn't materialize. Then she vanishes because now you want to have a relationship with her. You're like, so what was the point? I spent all that time. I finally matched with someone, right? And I tried to friend my way into her, because if I approached her straight ahead, right? Because you're an ugly man, you would have got rejected straight away. You've got to friend your way in, right? So then you friend your way in, and you still get rejected. And then imagine this. Then that was a whole year of your life. Like, first of all, trying to find someone, then finding someone, then they vanish, right? After a bit, that was a year of your life. And by the way, the older you get, the harder it becomes, because now you've got to deal with getting older, right? So then the older you get, then you're like, the struggle intensifies so much. It doubles, maybe more. So now, like, years are starting to roll by, and then the same thing happens. You meet someone, you try and pursue something, it doesn't go anywhere, and then you find yourself, like me, in your late 30s, sat down, lonely as fuck, no girlfriend. In fact, I never had a girlfriend in real life. Never, you know. There was a couple of girls on online. Well, not a couple, very few, but that I made friends with that could have gone that way, but they didn't because I was ugly as fuck. Anyway, so yeah. So what have you got? So you sit down. You think, right, dating apps, dating websites, social media, but you're demoralized. You're completely demoralized. You don't have the energy. You just don't have the motivation. You think, well, okay, first of all, you got to put effort into even talking to a woman, right? So if you meet a woman online, you read her profile, that takes time. Then you make a sentence, you send her the sentence, that takes time, only to be rejected 99.99% of the time. So you sit there, you know what's going to happen. You know that the chances are extreme that you're going to get rejected, that it's going to go nowhere. Your time is being put into this. Your energy is being put into this. You're not going to get a girlfriend. You're too fucking ugly. It's not going to happen for you. But then you still feel the urge, the need to try. Because as human beings, we're social creatures. Family is very important in life. Can't get a family without a woman, right? You need to have that family structure. You need to, to produce children. So then, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do apart from keep trying? I really feel that the sub 5 guys out there should really create some kind of community where we all like work with each other, try and figure out this enormous obstacle that we face in life, in order to get something that can achieve great happiness, which is a family. Yeah. So there's some guys out there that I have a lot of respect for. As I mentioned before, there's Oreo Man, there's He to Succeed. There was another guy, but he's gone now. He's gone from the internet. I think he got a lot of flack. There's other guys I've been watching. Wheat Waffles. There's a guy called, I can't quite remember his name, but DBR5 or something like that. He's very good to watch. I like his videos. So yeah, shout out to all those guys. The struggle is real. Good luck to you all, and we should really, I guess, wish for some extreme luck in our cases. But good luck to you all.